The other tutorial we quickly talk about the background. In this module we are going to be talking about borders. So allow me to eradicate the everything we done in the last module. So I'm still going to create a div again and give the class of box. Right on top here I'm just going to select the div with the class of box. This is just the practical method I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a height of 300 pixels and a width of 500 pixels for this case, and I'm going to give it a background color of still the same way. So just refresh this now. So this is all we got now. What we want to do, we want to give it a border. I want to show you how border works. So border can work in this dimension. We can use this shorthand property that's going to say border 1 pixel. So this is the width of our border, solid the type of the border, then we can say tomato like that. So if I refresh this, you will see there is this little thinking tomato line that is actually being wrapped with our borders, and we are not able to visualize this very well because I'm using a 1 pixels border. Let me try to change this to 10 pixels. So you can see it is now bold enough now right now. So I'm having a 10 pixels borders that is being bold like that. So that's how border works in CSS. So this is just a shorthand property. Let me go ahead and use the normal method. So we have border. The first thing to declare is the style of border that you want to have. So we have a lot of border style. We have dotted, we have double, we have groove, we have solid, we have ridge. So in this case I just want to use solid. Then we go by the width of the border width, how much more we want our border to be big. So in this case I'm just letting 20 pixels. Then we go by the border color right now. So what kind of color do we want to give to our border? So in this case I no longer want to choose tomato. Probably I should choose yellow green like that. Okay, so let me just refresh this so you can see everything still work the same way, even though I'm trying to use this property also either of the way as it places you anyone you actually feels like, anyone out of these that you actually feels like you want to use. Maybe you probably want to use the border, the shorthand property, or you want to use the long method. Is actually up to you. Using these, there is actually a lot of benefits using these. So we can decide to put these on border, then we go by border left like that. So instead of just declaring border, we can just go left style. So we can just go left, which means that is only the left that we want to give the color to. Can just go left like this. So if I don't need the first one, so if you see all the properties have only be applied to the left and does not be applied to other like that. The same way we did to the left, we can also do to the right. Let's just pick up a border right. So the first thing to do, as I said, is our style. So border style, then we go by dotted. Let me just put dotted here. There we go by the border right again, drag our width, so we won't go by 20 pixels. We also want to go by border right. I'm still on right color, so maybe I should give it something like purple. Okay, so if I refresh this, you can see we have dotted border on the on the right side, purple dotted border on the right side. Now if I should decide to just come right in again and create another border of bottom, so we can always use the shorthand property too. So we can say 20 pixels um rigid, sorry, ridge. What color can I give this? Red. Okay, don't mind my color mixture. As you can see, I have this ridge border right here that is being placed here. So the same thing I've done to the bottom, I can always go ahead and do it to the top too. So it's based on you. Either you desire to write it on this format, or you also desire to write it on this format. So that is all you need to know about borders. Okay, probably I should show you something called a border radius. Let me just eradicate these guys. We don't need them. It's just an example. This is what we need the most. Okay, so you can see we're having a very sharp border right here. It's a sharp, it's a sharp, it's a sharp. So we can just go ahead and use the border radius property by giving it a pixels, maybe 20 pixels, border radius of 20 pixels. As you can see, once I declare the border radius to be 20 pixels, then I can easily bend the border. You can see the border has been blended, and that is how we can just go ahead and give it different shapes like that. Okay, that is all for this section. So let's just move to the next section where we are going to be creating our nav bar.